The United Nations General Assembly has suspended Russia from the UN Rights Council over reports of gross and systemic violations and abuses of human rights by invading Russian troops in Ukraine.
The General Assembly is now voting on draft resolution A/ES11/L4, entitled Suspension of the Rights of Membership of the Russian Federation in the Human Rights Council. Will all delegations confirm that their votes are accurately reflected on the screen? The voting has been completed. Please lock the machine.
93 countries voted in favor, while 24 countries voted against the draft resolution and 58 countries abstained. In the 193-member General Assembly in New York, a two-thirds majority of voting members, except for abstentions, was needed to suspend Russia from the Human Rights Council. The resolution adopted on Thursday expressed grave concern at the ongoing human rights and humanitarian crisis in Ukraine. India also abstained from voting, saying it continues to remain deeply concerned at the worsening situation and reiterated its call for end to all hostilities. India has abstained on procedural votes and draft resolutions in the UN Security Council, UN General Assembly, and the UN Human Rights Council that deplored Russian aggression against Ukraine.
India has abstained on the resolution adopted in the General Assembly today. We do so for reasons of both substance and process. Since the inception of the Ukrainian conflict, India has stood for peace, dialogue, and diplomacy. We believe that no solution can be arrived at by shedding blood and at the cost of innocent lives. If India has chosen any side, it is the side of peace, and it is for an immediate end to violence. We continue to remain deeply concerned at the worsening situation and reiterate our call for end to all hostilities. When innocent human lives are at stake, diplomacy must prevail as the only viable option. Recent reports of civilian killings in Bucha are deeply disturbing. We have unequivocally condemned these killings and support the call for an independent investigation. The impact of the crisis has also been felt beyond the region with increasing food and energy costs, especially for many developing countries. It is in our collective interest to work constructively, both inside the United Nations and outside, towards seeking an early resolution to the conflict. India has been at the forefront of protecting human rights, right from the drafting of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. We firmly believe that all decisions should be taken fully respecting due process, as all our democratic polity and structures enjoin us to do so. This applies to international organizations as well, particularly the United Nations. I thank you, Mr. President.
It's great to see you here. Thank you for watching our work. If you haven't subscribed yet, don't forget to click the bell icon and subscribe to Mojo Story and support independent, robust journalism.